counseling. You say, well, we've gone for counseling. It didn't work. You know, it didn't really work. I'm not happy. I'm not a happy man. I don't know. I'm not blaming you, but I'm not happy in this marriage. This is not how I want my life to be. Okay? You know, I don't have the same feelings I had for you before. And, you know, if it continues to go this way, if I keep quiet about it, I am probably going to do things that I wouldn't be proud of. For instance, I'll be starting a new relationship, which is terrible, okay? And, you know, and if we don't manage this now that we can still talk as friends, we may get to a point of resentment where we hate each other. And then that is when there is a problem. And that's what I'm trying to avoid. So that's how we will work out, or that's how we want to end this amicably. This is how you work out on your marriage. And even after discussing these things, it doesn't end there. Because you speak to your lawyer. And your lawyer will speak to her lawyer. And the two lawyers will say, well, the parties have agreed on a few things. They've agreed that the woman will keep custody and the house, and the man will be contributing this, and they will share their property 50-50. We don't seem to have disagreement. The two lawyers will say, yeah, there is no disagreement. Everything is smooth and straightforward. Then the lawyers will prepare the paperwork, file it in court, go to court, sign it, and everything goes smoothly. Then you've walked away from your marriage. You remain a good father. You keep your obligations. And you remain friendly with your ex, now your ex. That's how you walk away from a marriage. But what happened? What actually happened in you, Edochie's case? Really? For 5 years, or for more than 5 years, he was engaged in an adulterous relationship with another woman. So for 6 years, he was lying to his wife. He was every day you look at your wife in the face, you are lying to her because you are holding a secret. And the woman you are messing around with happened to be somebody's wife, and there are issues of whether she had broken up with her husband fully. Then you became reckless. You got that woman pregnant. And the woman told you, oh, I'm pregnant. Oh, yes. There are many things to do. You say, hey, listen, I'm taken by surprise. My wife will be sure, no, I don't love my wife anymore. We're incompatible. But I have not really explained to her that I want to end the marriage. So now I have to do it. It's awkward for me, but I will try. So you immediately tell your wife before it's in any newspaper, I'm sorry I have to tell you this, and I'm sorry I'm telling you this in such a manner. I would have wanted us to sit down and discuss my frustration and my sadness and my problems in this marriage. But now I'm being forced by circumstances. You know, I have been having an affair with XYZ woman, and she's pregnant. And we don't intend to terminate that pregnancy. So that means we're going to keep it. This is going to hit the news. And can we just, you know, well, we're ending our marriage anyway. So can we just say that we are separating? Yes. That will solve all these things. Just an announcement, you know, through our lawyers that, you know, you and I, you know, have been having challenges in our marriage. We thought it would work out. It didn't really work out, and we have decided to separate. If we make that announcement and then people hear that the other lady is pregnant, it will be better for them to, it will not look stupid, you know. So that's not what this man did. What he did was, because he thought he was this important celebrity, he's great man, that he could change the status. Maybe he read a few books. He read some books on sex, and he understood that there is indeed a possibility of what we call ethical non-monogamy, where people agree, decent people agree that they cannot be in a monogamy, open relationship and stuff. Maybe he read it, And then he read the theory that, yeah, you can love two women at the same time. He now, being who he was, he said, well, I'm not bound by the standard of society. I'm not bound to follow their rules. I am Edochie. I'm a big man. I'm the star. So if I come and tell them I want polygamy, everybody will agree. Everybody will follow polygamy. It makes sense. So he came and said, I'm a proud polygamist. I'm a proud polygamist. He hasn't discussed with his wife. He hadn't walked away from the marriage. He became a proud polygamist. So you don't talk of walking away because you never walked away. You didn't want to walk away. You want to keep the two women. His goal was not to walk away. So, I mean, I'm not supposed to be responding to his interview or commenting publicly, but it's annoying. It is annoying. If he could go out, if his lawyers will allow him to go out on social media and talk nonsense, I will respond to him on social media if I have the time. I'm not going to keep quiet and say, no, we're not going to talk about it. And he's talking about it. Terrible thing. Our legal system in Nigeria is disaster. The court tells people, keep quiet, but the case is dragging. How long will they keep quiet? The world needs to know what is happening. The world needs to know. Human beings are not anywhere in the world. I'm speaking from the United States right now. And then a judge here in America cannot tell us to keep quiet and then the case is not going forward. Is that how the world works? It doesn't work that way. When a judge gags people and says don't talk, the judge must be ready to move with the case. The judge must be ready to move with the case fast. The society is not going to wait for you and shut their ears. Because when you gag people and say, don't talk about the case because it's in the court, and the people are talking about the case, they are winning the case in the street. It's all about perception. He goes to court, he said he was not married to Judy, denied it completely, but he's parading her as his wife out there. The damage is being done, emotional damage is being done to men. And if the court cannot protect her from that emotional damage, everything is lost. So it's very unfortunate. I live in a civilized world in the United States. That's where I am operating right now. No judge here in the Circuit Court of Rockville can tell people to keep quiet and then nothing happens for years. Human beings don't work that way.
Exactly.
History doesn't move that way. Anyway, that's by the way. So, but going out there, giving an interview, talking about the case, and you expect people to shut up, and I'm receiving messages from thousands of people asking to know about the progress of the case. For how long will I tell people, oh, I can't talk about the case? The judge said everybody should keep quiet. It's unthinkable. Absolutely unacceptable and unthinkable. That is it. So, but anyway, his idea of working out is so asinine, stupid, and dumb. And he even went on to say, if you don't like the next message, you walk away. You can marry 50 times. You, Edochie, is a fool, the biggest fool in history. How can you marry 50 times? He's 42 years old. Assuming he marries and divorces every year, he's still on the first wife. That means he's got 49 more wives to marry and divorce. Exactly. Is that possible? That means for the next 50 years, he's marrying and divorcing them. So when he's in 50 years, you will be 90 something. So when you are 90 something years old, he's still marrying and divorcing them. Complete idiocy. I don't know what's wrong with Nigeria. Somebody will go out in the public and utter absolute nonsense, and people are cheering him. Yes. Say, you walk away. You walk away. You just walk away. So dumb. So dumb. You don't walk away in a marriage. There are legal obligations you create when you get into marriage. Those obligations are very profound and deep. That's why we say, if you're not ready for marriage, don't go in. Don't start. Marriage is not a beer parlor where you walk in and you walk out. But even if you walk into a beer parlor and you drink their beer, try to walk out without paying your bills, you'll be arrested.
Exactly.
We walk out, we walk out. This is a complete abuse of women, and the system help in abusing women. Look at May, as popular as she is, as well off as she is, she's in a divorce court and the case is not moving forward. What if May was a poor person? What if May was one of these unemployed women, or those who come to us and say, oh, I'm working, I'm a teacher, they pay me 25,000 a month. What if she was making 25,000 a month? That means she cannot have justice. So please, I'm telling all of you Nigerian men who are planning or thinking, you walk away based on youth madness. You don't walk away from marriages. There are complex processes of law. Nothing is more significant in your life than your marriage, except your death. The next, or the only thing that is a more consequential legal development in your life is your death. The next most consequential development in your life is your marriage. It alters so much. You've got 4 children, you walk away. Who takes care of the children? How do you explain it to the children? And as a celebrity, you have an obligation to society. For you to be, you know what it means to be a celebrity? You become a model. People are looking up to you. People are copying you. Young children are growing up watching TV and say, oh, when I grow up, I want to be like you, Edochie. Because she's a star. You bear enormous responsibility on your shoulder. You must present exemplary behavior. Conduct yourself with decency and order. You don't go, you walk out, you keep walking out on marriages and walking out on children. Because when you walk out on each marriage, if there's a child, you also walk out on that child, and you walk out on the social network you have created between you and your wife. You keep walking out. At what point will you consider the effect of your behavior on others? Don't you realize that what you do affects people? Don't you sit down and say, my goodness, how will this person be affected? Do you know, can you imagine a girlfriend, if you're breaking up with a girlfriend, if you're a man with conscience and you're breaking up with a girlfriend, you're going to say, oh my God, how is she going to take this? Oh no, this must be very hurtful. What do I do? How do I explain this? I'm really sad that this relationship is not going in the direction it's supposed to go. And that's a girlfriend though. If you're a human being, if you're not an animal, you're supposed to consider how your behavior is affecting your girlfriend. How much more a wife that has been with you for 18 years, and you're moving. Now, let me tell you something. Yes, a man may get tired of a marriage and want to go. And it happens in life. You can't stop it. But you must be fair.
This is to tell you guys that there are so many persons behind this very divorce case. There are so many persons that are giving you the power to say no. Imagine a lawyer talking like this, complaining like this, that the court, the judge is saying that they shouldn't say anything, but you, Edochie, will come on the media and say all sorts, and then you, Edochie, will parade to the Austin. This is to tell you that they have some connections, people that are helping them to influence. Probably, that's my thinking. If the court could go and speak like this, it is a clear confirmation that something is definitely wrong, with the whole thing. Because you cannot say one person shouldn't be talking while the other person is demonstrating and showing the media all that they did. They're even making May Edochie's legal team look like what he's saying is doesn't really make sense. I'm telling you the truth. That's how it is. But I just pray. Because like this now, for the system of Nigeria, you now prayers, you go to pray for everything. You know they get everything free. All you need is to have a very strong connection. If you don't have connection, forget about it. It's so sad. I will leave it here. Drop your opinions. Patience Blogs TV. Thanks for watching. Bye, people.